Okay, so it's time to showcase the Yua Nijiri that recently released on My Hero Academia Ultra Impact. I've upgraded her to level 80. I've given her a decent amount of jelly. I've given her a decent amount of advanced leveling. And I've gotten her to the point where her art changes. So this is her awakened art. And then this is her normal art where you'd get her summoned and everything like that. First off, the ability board showcase. I did get her to the 6th table, and that's as far as And I would potentially get to the 7th table. I would recommend that because this gives her second skill a cooldown of 4 turns, which is actually really good. In terms of the 8th table, I don't think it's too important. And then the 9th table, I think is overkill, to be honest. It gives her plus ultra some extra regenerative skills, but she's already insanely good with the healing capabilities. She's the best healer in the game. She outshines Momo. She outshines Ochako, in my opinion. But anyway, let's look at her details. She, at level 2, plus Ultra 5, 50% damage to a single enemy. She doesn't have the best damage in terms of plus Ultra, but she gives all allies except for herself 15% HP regenerative skill for 3 turns, and then also a plus Ultra increase to all allies except for herself for 15%. She's a battery, she's a healer, and that's the same for her action skill. She restores HP of a single ally by 25%. As well as increasing the power of the allies by 30% for 3 turns. So you can target which character you want to get those bonuses effects. And then you also have a regenerative stat. And then she also restores HP of all allies by 25%. So she gives 50% HP regen on any character you want, as well as 30% boost. And then she also heals the rest of the characters by 25%. Now, her second skill is Power Wave, deals 225% damage to all enemies, and decreases all of the enemies' power by 20% because it's an AoE move. Increases plus Ultra Gauge by 15% for all allies. So as you can see, she has 2 moves that gives plus Ultra increase, and then also 2 moves that give healing capabilities, and she debuffs. She gives plus Ultra through her auto skill by 20% to all UA High School students. So you do want to run as many UA High School students as possible, and then gives a regenerative HP to all allies by 10% for 3 turns when the wave starts. Also once per turn, also once per battle, gives a character ability to make the last stand for 1 time when HP is 50% or below. So when you are under 50% HP, they have Grit, which allows them to live at 1 HP. And then here are the EX auto skills that I have with her. And just a little tip here, her second auto skill is activated from the purple table on the first node of the ability board. So make sure you get 5 shards for her so that you can get this second ability. It's really, really good because in story mode or multiple wave fights, the first part of the passive stacks. If you get to the 3rd wave in 3 turns, you get 30% heal back for the 1 turn, which is actually really, really good. And of course, that increases as you upgrade that auto skill through the purple table. Anyway, enough talking. We're going to showcase her. I'm going to bring her onto VE Tower just because it's quite a difficult thing to do for VE Tower. Now, my box is unfortunately not the greatest right now, so I'm actually going to do a pretty low difficulty stage. Let's do the Endeavor stage because we'll do the mock battle on the last battle here, level 50. We'll do some sort of challenge here. And then we'll have the Nijiri, of course. I like to bring Nijiri with Kirishima, even in PvP, because you have a tank that takes very little damage, and then you have a healer with that, and you're pretty much invincible at that point. So that's a really nice combo to have. You don't have to run red Kirishima. You can run like blue Kirishima as well. And then for a memory selection, somebody that increases her HP would be really nice because she heals a lot. And getting the max HP means that, you know, she can survive longer and then she can heal herself for a little bit longer as well. And then for Kirishima, we're just going to have just a random memory here because it doesn't really matter who and what we give them. Yeah, that will do. And we'll see if we can survive with all these 3 UR characters. Let's jump into it. Level 80. She's a really good character. She's definitely S tier in my books. So if you did... I don't recommend you going all in for her, unfortunately. Just how the game is built, you should only go for 4 multis. Because she will probably be unfeatured in future banners anyway. So, I mean, you don't want to really waste your gems. Gems are really important. Like, at the start of the game, you get a lot, but at the end of the game, it's kind of like a resource-hungry thing where you either have to use it for summons or use it for stamina. Anyway, we've got the taunt activated, and then as you can see from the statuses right here, health regen for 10%, and then and then health regen from Kirishima. He actually has a memory that gives him 20% health regen, so he's kind of invincible with taunt, which is actually insane. And then you have double damage reduction with both of his skills here. I've already showcased Kirishima on the JP side. If you want to Google search, YouTube search that. I've showcased a lot of these units. I'm only going to be showcasing new units that I haven't seen on JP yet, so do keep that in mind. I always should remember to turn off skill animation effects. We're going to see her plus Ultra. I haven't really seen it all too much other than at the summoning page. But she has a really nice super effect. She has a lot of, like, particle effects in her as well. So I really like this effect. Like, that's so cute. I see a lot of sims going for her. But yeah, 4 multis on her banner. And then before her banner leaves, you should be doing daily singles. And by then, if you didn't pull Najiri, like, at least get her 50 shards that you get from the pity. I think that's just definitely worth it. Remember, she's not really a damaging unit. She can apply damage, of course, but it's like, it doesn't really matter. Let's see if we can get her skills again. Like, we're just healing too much. We're healing too much. We're lowering the power. We're getting the damage reduction. It's almost an invincible team. A tip on how to beat this kind of team in PvP, if you do end up versing it for some reason, is to try to outspeed them. So you need to bring a team that really outpaces. Najiri is not the fastest character in the game. Kirishima is definitely not the fastest character in the game. So make sure you try to outspeed, and then I would try to take out Najiri turn 1. And if you have a sealer like Aizawa, try to seal Aizawa as well. Quick tip, if you want to specifically target someone for the 50% heal back, like I am with Kirishima, you hold down the button, and then you click on Kirishima, and that will target Kirishima for the 50%. Ideally, you could just press this. It is a little bit slower for, like, if you're trying to, like, speed run through things, but you can click on that, and it will just automatically click. But because it's so much easier to just hold it onto it, because not every single skill I want to target, you can just hold onto it. And then the target mode also allows you to look at the thing, but you can just press the pause and the status thing, so all good there. Okay? Anyway, let's target Kirishima, and we're just going to get the heal effect in. Heals like 10,000 HP, which is actually really good. So there you go, 50%. And let's... Oh, please don't kill. Never mind. I was going to see, let's see the effect again, but oh well. And I love her finishing skill because she has, like, all these particles. It's so much better than the two guys here, Aizawa and Kirishima. So I have to show you this team, okay? This is what I've been using for PvP for this season. And Najiri with max HP buff is the most insane thing, alright? So I've already showcased her, obviously, and we've seen her details. But I do want to show you, I have upgraded her EX skills to that, so she gets max HP by 13%. And of course, now she has a max HP jelly, which means that she has so much HP right now. With the heal back, she is never dying. Also, her ability is that she can restore 17% HP damage dealt for 3 turns, which means she is healing through her normal attacks, through her skill, and through her plus ultra. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. And paired up with the Kirishima, you know what it is. And then the summonable memory, such a good memory to have, just because you get 40% HP buff. And then I also added reduce skill damage and then increased her speed a little bit and power. If this was HP, oh my god. I'll show you. I just have to show you, alright? Let's just get into this battle here. And she won't die. She literally won't die. Alright, so I've battled this team quite a bit, I'm not gonna lie. So I kind of do know the formula how to beat this guy. So I'm super sorry to whoever this is. Like, you have lost so many points just from me. But, I mean, I'm probably going to get bullied in this tier anyway. So Let's do this and this and this. Remove his buffs. I love Aizawa. Aizawa is such a good unit to have because he just, like, removes buffs left, right, and center. So you can see she's just full health. And then we do this, target Kirishima. And then, because we're faster, as long as you're faster, like, you always have the advantage. Either killing an opponent first so that they only do a 2 skill, or getting the seal effect. It's some of the... It's why I always consider speed to be a very important buff. And there you go, like one opponent down. And then I just popped the Kirishima plus Ultra just to tank the Hawks plus Ultra. We're going to get taunted and then target the red Kirishima. That's fine, as long as we got the barrier. And then we can do the Aizawa plus Ultra to remove all of the damage reduction and the counter ability from Kirishima. That's why Aizawa is super good. Because now, as you can see, the Kirishima has no sort of abilities at all. So then we can finish him off, and then he's like no threat. Lower the power, so when we don't do any damage, take any damage, should I say. We're versing a lot of red units, by the way. It's 15,000. You might think that's a lot, but she has grit. And then look at those normal attacks, did nothing to it. Then you do the normal attack here on Hawks, and then the plus Ultra on whoever. You're not dying. Defense down. You're not dying. Defense down. You got the taunt. You're never dying. Yep. And she still lives. Oh, God. Then you go for the counter. Look, she's living on 1 HP. It's so good. Like, without that max, it's so good. You're dead. Now it's just Shigaraki. But guess what? We have our skill back. We heal. And then we're not dying again. Oops, I forgot to do that. That's fine. You see how much she healed, by the way? She healed like 20k, 20k from that. Yeah, so good, so good. But yeah, that was pretty much it. Like, we were invincible. Endeavor just didn't kill us. Even though Kirishima was type disadvantage, she's a really, really good healer. Paired up with a damage reduction taunter. Perfect. Anyway, guys, that's going to wrap things up here. Hopefully, you guys did enjoy. I don't have any stamina to show you guys, like, on, like, the story or anything like that. But let me know if you guys want to see, like, more battles for a showcase. I think I really showcased most of her abilities anyway. But with that said, make sure to leave a like on today's video. Subscribe for more My Hero content. And comment down below. Till the next one, stay healthy, stay safe, stay fizzy. Peace out.